Welcome, my friends, to the Paralytic Activities Podcast, your one-stop shop for all things creepy, kooky, weird and spooky. All done with a proper cracking ale or two. How here, man? Sit back and pipe down and let these fine gents entertain you at the Bulldog Tavern.
Thanks, Mr. Boner. You'll do for me, I can tell you that.
What do you mean, boner, John?
What do you mean? I don't know. What do I mean?
Can you tell me?
I've got a stutter.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah. It just come on all of a sudden. A stutter. So why do you think I went boner?
Because I done a song the other day with boner in it.
Oh, are you going to delight us later on in the show?
I don't know if I can remember the lyrics.
Well, we'll see how it goes, won't we? Welcome to Paralytic Activities Podcast. We've been away for a couple of weeks now. You know, we've had a lot going on, haven't we? So this is not going to be a normal ass show. We're just going to go off the cuff, are we?
Yeah.
We go off the cuff, off the bone. What you see is what you bloody get. No editing as per normal. And we're just going to go for it because one, we're both hanging out of our arseholes. Neil hasn't had his nap today, so he's a bit Jimmy cranky, and we're just going to delight you with a catch up kind of thing. You know what I mean,
catch up, huh?
So Neil, we're just going to start the show as we do every bloody time with a paranormal ale. But before you open that can, Neil. You bomb pots. Sorry about that, people. I put all this time and effort into these little thumbnails and videos, and bomb pot here has to talk over them. Dickhead.
What did actually did it say, John?
Yeah.
What did it say?
Shh. Cracking open a beer, Neil. Two ghosts sat at a table having a paranormal ale. Talking of paranormal ales, Neil. What have we got today?
We have got Brew Gooder. I've never heard of it, I must admit. Is
it a little owned by any chance?
No,
Brew Dog. Brew Gooder.
It's from the co-op. And it's hazy IPA with citrus flavours, bursting with tropical flavours.
Beautiful.
Apparently. 5.2%.
Well, I'm going to pour this, Neil, in my my Frodo Baggins Hobbit Lord of the Rings tankard. I love and adore.
He's always been a big Rocky Horror Show fan, eh, John?
What do you mean?
You say Christopher Biggins then?
Biggins? No, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, what's he? Christopher Biggins mug?
No, Frodo Baggins.
Oh, sorry.
Not Zach Baggins. So come on then, Neil. Taste it. Give us a rating on the old paranormal ale scale.
Look at the colour of it for the stars.
It looks like eggnog.
It looks like a pint of yolk.
The screen doesn't give it justice. It does look very yellow, a bit like you piss after a night on the Carlin.
Or somebody's got jaundice.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Oh, it's tempting me to have a little taste myself.
I know. I was just getting your opinion. Oh, my life.
That, people, is one of the worst beers I've tasted for a long time. Fucking Brew Gooder. Brew No Gooder. That's what it should be called.
That ain't the best, I must admit.
I'd give that a strong fucking 3 out of 5.
I'll go 3.1.
What's 5.2?
5.2.
That's like washing up liquid.
It's not the best, that, eh, John?
And fucking co-op. Batlix.
£2.50 can.
Fucking now. Have some of that.
Sake.
Anyway, Neil, we've got a few comments. What we've got after the last couple of episodes, last couple of videos we put on YouTube, and this is from our new good friend, Mr. Monkey Magic, Neil.
Monkey Magic.
Remember Monkey Magic?
I remember Monkey Magic.
And he used to blow the cloud.
Yeah. I mean, it was when I was a kid.
What was the song, Neil? Remember?
No.
Monkey magic, monkey magic, monkey magic.
It's all coming back to you now, eh?
It is Anyway, Monkey Magic says, Monkey has listened to every single podcast you've done. You are a cracking pair of lads, and each podcast is like joining you down the pub with a few ales, cracking some jokes and telling some stories.
Oh, what a lovely comment.
Yeah. Raiders of the Lost Loam says, yes, you're getting close to that 1K subscribers.
Why?
No. No. We're getting closer, but it's a slow burn, Neil. It's a slow burn. Goldfish 300.
Goldfish 300.
Goldfish 300. Obviously, in the last podcast, we were talking about Robert the Doll.
Yeah.
The haunted doll in Key West, Florida. He said, I got to visit Robert the Doll in Key West. I wanted to test him, but he seemed a bit shy. Yeah, well, he is a doll.
What kind of test? Like, you know, what I mean, maths test or
I don't know. A quiz, maybe. I don't know.
a quiz?
Yeah. What the fuck was that? And I said, do you know what? I don't believe in haunted dolls, Neil, but I would be really courteous to him just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got some comments on our video, Neil, from when I'd done a little video on the ye old leather and bottle, which I'm going to tell people about in a minute. Let me just find it. Mr. Dutch Courage himself, Neil.
Oh.
Richard Russell.
Oh.
Can you move that lamp for me, please?
Richard.
He sounds a bit like Boise, doesn't he?
Oh, he does that, actually.
And he goes, fantastic video, lads. So that was basically it. And then someone said, I went to the Black Country Arms and the Linden House in Warsaw on your recommendation. Cracking pubs.
See?
I think that was Monkey Magic again. I'm not too sure. And Cherry Fizz, our good friend.
Oh, yeah. Hayley Cropper.
Hayley Cropper. Hayley Cropper.
Summer girl, sorry.
I was going to say, Hayley Cropper's
Sorry,
got a dick
Hayley.
nail. Should be Hayley Chopper. Hayley's got a chopper.
If I ever meet her in real life, I probably will chop me up.
I wonder if you found out that Hayley Summergill was a serial killer.
What do you mean? John, where's that come from?
Because you said you might chop me up.
Yeah, because I could get her names wrong and stuff like that. I don't mean it.
Anyway, do you know what? Hayley Summergill sent me a lovely message the other day.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've been having problems with my knees. My knees are like Dennis the Menace's. They're fucked, basically. And because she works in the private sector, she's given me some information how to get me get my little troubles done a bit quicker.
Yeah.
So thank you, Hayley. You will do for me. I can tell you bloody that. But she says, I hope someone can say who that grey woman was in the window in the leather and bottle video.
Yeah.
Proper spooky.
It was. I don't care what anybody says. It is a weird video. Photo.
Yeah, it is. And if you want to know what we're on about, go onto YouTube right now. After you've watched this, of course, or listened to this, and go in paralytic activities, haunted pub in Wednesbury.
Yeah.
And you'll see the picture. And it's the greyest woman I've ever seen.
We was there that night, and I don't remember seeing anybody like that.
No one does. Well, Carl, the landlord, he said he's never saw that person in his bloody life. Another people. There's another picture where there's kind of a misty apparition-y thing. It could be just fog, I don't know, or steam on the window. But Carl said it was the manifestation of the little girl we'd seen in the pub.
Oh.
Not the black-eyed girl, Neil. She just wears black. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Go and watch it. Check it out. And then we got some another one from our little visit to Lichfield. Historic town, Lichfield. Yeah. And Dead Cold Tales, Neil. Yeah. Dead Cold Tales. He goes, why, aye. Cracking stuff, lads. Most enjoyable. I'll wager the king head stinks of history. Lovely looking pub. I can't do Geordie now.
John, you can't. You're about as good as accents. I am singing.
I know. Fruli's a nice beer. Neil was drinking, but even better than that is a pint of Frogarden, which is half of Fruli and half of Hogarden. On a warm summer's day, I think that might get 5 out of 5 on the old paranormal ale scale. Have
Oh.
some bloody that. And again, Monkey Magic says, singly splendid buffoonery, as always, gentlemen. Monkey doffs his cap to you, sirs.
Brilliant.
I like this Monkey Man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do.
Hey, Monkey Man.
And Cherry Fizz goes, "Pwah, look at that sausage roll." What
Oh.
video was you watching, Neil?
Oh, down.
What video was this?
What a party sausage roll was
I don't know. So there you go, Neil. There's some comments of our videos. Yeah, please go and check out our YouTube channel. There's some cracking pub crawls in there. Haunted pub crawls, of course, because that's what we do. We go to haunted pubs, sample the beers, tell you the history, tell you about the ghosts.
Yeah.
And if we ever catch anything while we're there, bonus. That's all I've got to say about that, Neil.
Good.
Talking about haunted Lichfield, Neil. Do you remember which pubs we went to?
Yeah.
Go on then. Fire away, sunshine.
We went to the King's Head.
Correct.
We went to the other one.
Do you know what? I'll just
Trooper Under the Wall.
we never went under no troopers under the wall, Neil. We went to the Angel Inn.
Angel
And we
Inn,
went to the Beacon, which was used
The
to be
Beacon.
the Pig and Truffle. All haunted, Neil. Now, the King's Head has got a woman who haunts the stairs. Apparently, she committed suicide in the pub or something like that. There's also a grey man who walks around the Angel at night, and you can hear his ghostly footsteps.
When I went in there, there's loads of grey men.
Yeah, but it was fucking 50% off of pensioners. Do you know what I mean? And the Beacon, which used to be the Pig and Truffle, has got a ghost what wanders around the cellars, Neil, and the staff informed us that they don't like going down there. They're on their own.
Well, every cellar is eerie anyway, ain't it?
Well, do you know what? Someone said to me once, and I don't know who it was, so it doesn't really matter. Why do people, ghost investigators, investigate cellars? And I thought, good idea. Why would you say that? Because they're creepy.
Yeah.
The creepy, the spooky, the weird, and the
And
kooky.
there's always noises in a cellar.
Yeah,
Of
there
a
is.
dripping or pipes or whatever.
Yeah. The beer pumps going.
Yeah.
You know, the fans going. But anyway, and I said, why did you say that? He goes, well, if ghosts, dead people, the souls of dead people, want to go and haunt somewhere, they'd haunt somewhere where they spent most of their time. Yeah. So they don't want the toilet. They don't want the living room. You know what I mean? They haunt the pub, not the cellar, because no ghost would get down the cellar.
I know. Unless it was a landlord.
But, and I thought that's a good point, but then I looked a bit more into it, Neil.
Okay.
Back in way yonder, yeah, when the plague and all that was about, and all them deadly diseases, yeah, where do you think they stored the bodies? They stored the bodies in cellars.
Yeah, probably did, yeah.
No, they did.
They did?
They did. Nearly all the pubs were makeshift morgues because there was cold.
Oh.
There was cold. So all the bodies in them times when loads of people were dying were put into makeshift morgues, cellars of pubs.
So where did they put the bodies? In a cask?
Yeah, in a cask ale,
In
yeah.
a casket.
But you know, so that kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then I've done a video now. We went to the Ye Old Leather and Bottle, which is our local pub, which is very, very haunted, apparently. We've never witnessed anything there ourselves. It's old as shit, 1510. And the part of the haunted snug on the corner, that's the old, no one can touch that because it's listed. And that used to be an old vicarage now, that part was. And there's some stairs, what used to be there, what ain't there anymore. You could walk up the stairs through the snug and upstairs, and that is where another grey man has been seen sat there having a pint of ale and some scratchings and some Bombay mix. So yeah, and obviously Carl has also saw the little girl upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. He was in the bath. I don't know what he was doing. Obviously having a bath. He was in the bathroom, and then she was there, and he run downstairs. And who was it? One of the members of staff goes, "What's up, Carl?" Because I just saw something upstairs. Have some of that.
If you had a towel around him, John, when he was
Indeed, it was on his head.
when he run down into the bar. You know. Tell you what, but I put the willies up him.
So yeah, cracking pub. No, was in there today, weren't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Went to watch the Albion game. Good point against Leeds.
Good point.
Very good
point.
point for the Albion against Leeds. So we're happy with that. Neil, what you been up to, kid?
You don't want to know what I'm up to, Johnny boy.
Well, I do, and that's why I bloody asked.
Well, what have I been up to, John?
I have no idea.
Well, I went over the pub last week, haven't
It would take my pub.
Well, you know what I mean.
It's the Woke
yeah,
pub.
Yeah.
And do you know what?
Beautiful.
I am gonna dig deep.
Yeah.
Because that pub, Neil, in Rugeley, the Stag's Leap, is built on an old, like a country home and an estate. So all that was farmland. So the trees in the garden you can't touch. They're all listed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's because they're really, really old, and it used to be an old manor house. Then it was an hotel.
Yeah.
You know what to say about hotels now? Hotels have lots of ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And last night we went and watched Yam Yam Elvis, there we John.
We did, Neil. We did.
At the local pub. He was in the toilet for half an hour, John. He got locked in there.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was caught in a trap.
Well, he told me he was dying for the crap. He had to go. He come in and goes, Elvis has left something in the building.
Yeah.
It was a dump.
No,
But he's funny.
He's brilliant, man.
He's absolutely brilliant. Top bloke as well.
He is really nice
So
person.
funny. His hair is. I've never saw hair like it.
No, man.
To be honest.
It's like an helicopter when it's spinning around his head, wasn't it?
Yeah. Neil, so go back to Lichfield. I forgot to say. Did you know that Lichfield, the historic town of Lichfield, is called the Field of the Dead? I only found this out today. Now, popular etymology has it that 1,000 Christians were martyred in Lichfield around AD 300 during the reign of the Diocletian, and the name Lichfield actually means Field of the Dead.
What's a Diocletian?
No idea.
I've never heard of it.
I don't know what etymology is either.
Etymology.
Etymology. Yeah, I don't know what that is now.
Sure, it was in
But
my
yeah,
class of
so-
school.
So Lichfield is called the Field of the Dead.
Right.
Have some of that. So now, talking of Fields of the Dead, you've had some spooky goings on in your little your love shack. What's been going on?
John, I heard a knock at the door the other day.
What Jimmy Savile was it?
No, John, it might have been a tin roof.
Rusted.
No.
Do you know why that's rusted?
Why?
Because do you know what the love shack is?
No. I know what the love shack is.
What's the love shack
It's
now?
like-
B-52s, 1980.
Yeah, it's where they all have a party in
1989,
1990.
1990.
It's like where they all have a party. Yeah.
It's sex party now.
Sex party.
It's definitely a sex
So why is
party.
it rusted?
Because of all the juices would have been splashed up the roof, I would have thought.
Seriously?
I reckon so. Dirty bastards.
You know.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
anyway,
so-
carry on.
I'm there. I'm lying in bed
In your love shack.
in my love shack. You know, tossing and turning.
I'm glad you said turning.
Right. And all of a sudden, I heard on the door, John.
What was that?
So I'm there, you know, my ponners,
Yeah.
my
His
pants,
pants, yeah.
run to the door. Oh, might be in luck here.
Neil,
I mean-
your landlord's 80.
I know, yeah. It's you know, it's a bit of what is it, John? It's a bit late at night. It was.
So it was late.
It's late, John.
Yeah.
It was about 11:30.
And you were still up.
Well, I was
Tossing.
tossing and
Tossing.
turning. And
And the love shack is a little old place where.
I've opened the door
Yeah.
and there's nobody there. So there I am, looking around the garden.
In your pants.
Yeah, like Rick Moranis in Ghostbusters, looking for the gatekeeper. All right, looking. Well, somebody just knocked the door.
You sure it was a squirrel?
What do you mean, a squirrel, John? What's he stand there knocking doors today? Playing brown red apple.
No, it might have like dropped an acorn on your roof. And it just sounded like the door being knocked.
It might have been. I don't know, John. I really don't know, but
Yeah.
it was ever so strange.
You could ring the bell.
I got a bell, John.
Have you not?
Well, I have, but
Let's hear about that the better.
here's the little shack.
So, what do you think? What is your brain
I
calculating?
don't know, John. My heart was pounding out my chest.
Yeah.
And it was just, as I say, it could have been, I don't know, a bird and dropped somewhere on the roof and the door knocking.
Yeah.
But whatever the bird had in his beak must have been something pretty big. You know what I mean? Because it was like a proper bang. Or, yeah, that time when I thought it's private. It's a private land. I thought it's Lynn has come to see me also. I don't know what it was, John.
Yeah.
But it was ever so weird, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure I looked at the cameras.
What?
Walking around the back garden in my pants, 11 at night. Jesus Christ, man. You know what I mean? It might have startled her a bit.
I've got something to tell you, Neil.
What?
Well, me, I've got something to tell you.
What?
Do you know our local, ye old Leathern Bottle?
Yeah.
You know, it's called Bottle, not Bottle.
Of course I do, John.
Because that's how old it is.
I know,
Bottle.
John.
Michael Hutchins would be so proud.
I know, John.
Do you get that pun?
Yes.
How?
Michael should be so proud.
Yeah. Because he done a song called what was it now? It was called something, and he sings about broken bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Broken bottles, Brits and dirt. Brilliant. Love Michael Hutchins. Rest in peace, sunshine.
I know.
Have some of that.
I remember when I was sitting there watching the football, man, and this lovely bird in there now comes behind me and starts rubbing my shoulders and that, John, you know. Tipped a bit of beer down your back and rubbed it all in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great, man.
Yeah, sounds like a good night.
I had a massage in a bottle. Massage in a bottle.
Anyway, yeah, on Leather and Bottle now.
Yeah.
I have found another in Windsor called Ye Old Leather and Bottle.
Really?
Yeah. It's in Windsor, Neil, and it dates back to the 18th century. And it's old as shit now, basically. It's right in Windsor. That's all I've got, people. But there is another Ye Old Leather and Bottle. I just wanted to share it with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know, it's not a really popular name for a pub, is it?
No.
Not like the Brown Line or the Red Line or anything like that.
I've been levered in the bottle and all that a few times.
We know you have, Neil. We know. But
that's horrible.
It is shocking. Eh?
God.
Do you know what? When these glasses are empty, and I think I found out what's wrong with you. Do you know how you start panicking when you got nothing in your glass? Right at the end of right at the end of the podcast, and I go, you know, drink them like we do, and you've always got an empty glass.
Not tonight.
and you always panic, don't you? You always panic, and you
panic.
You do. You panic, and I think it's because you have got xenociliacophobia.
What?
Xenociliacophobia. That's what you've got.
Xenociliacophobia.
Xenociliacophobia. That's what you've got, Neil.
Never
and it is the fear of an empty beer glass.
Why would I have a fear of an empty beer? I don't even drink that much, John.
You do.
I don't, John.
You just people.
Stop! You're making me have to be an alcoholic now, John. I have a drink of a weekend. Sometimes when we get to the Abbey and on a Wednesday night or Thursday.
Yeah. Anyway, you've been busy again, are you? I mean, back in the day, right? We used to do this live podcast for Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre in England, and we used to do a podcast, and we were shit then. Back then, though, what we know, probably still shit now, but you know, we're a lot better now.
Yeah,
and we used to do a top 10 of paranormal songs, don't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, the top 10. You know. But Neil Neil watched the film the other day, and it was about Weird Al Yankovic. Now, Weird Al Yankovic, he's always had an affinity with Weird Al because he likes him when he does spoof songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicks other people's songs and puts his own lyrics, basically.
Like
Google him.
Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
He done one called Eat It.
Yeah.
Eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it. Have a banana, have the whole bunch. It doesn't matter what you had for lunch, just eat it. So Neil, now,
and he also done, John, like a surgeon. Woo! Cut for the very first time.
So brilliant. Neil saw the film starring Harry Potter. Yeah,
brilliant, man. What Daniel Radcliffe?
You know, he's a very underestimated actor, Neil. I've saw him in quite a few films, and you know what? He's a really good actor. Take Harry Potter out of the way. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wait and watch it myself. But I have saw some clips. So it's got Neil thinking, Annie. Well, I'm getting to something, people. That Neil is now making his own made-up songs of people within the paranormal world.
Yeah.
So Neil, what have you done this week? Which one have you done?
I can't remember. I've done two.
Yeah, just tell us the one for now.
It goes a bit like I'll show you a bit of it, right?
Right. Who is it about, and what's the spook?
It's about
song?
Mr. Dead Cold.
Mr. Dead Cold, Mr. Mark
Boner, about his chilies, because he's now doing like the chili northern, and he does like chili videos on YouTube and that, like, you know. So I saw something registered. I was there working away. I thought, oh, that I could do a little song out of this, like, you know.
Yeah. So what film have you? What song have you kind of parodied?
It's the My Sharona by the Knack.
My Sharona.
Sharona. That's
Sharona.
it. My Sharona.
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 Sharona. Go on then. Give us a jingle.
It goes something like this.
Here you go. Get your pipes ready.
Oh, my little chilly one, my chilly one, you're my little chilly one, Mike Babona. Never wanna stop, eat it up. Got a chilly mind, you never wanna stop, eat it up for the hotter kind, Mark, woo! Mark Babona.
You know, 12-inch eight.
Aye, put me fly on good. No.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Talking about songs, Neil, right? Do you know, I do watch some shit on telly.
I know.
And I found this documentary about this female rock band called Rock Bitch.
Yeah.
Rock Bitch, Neil. That was famous back in the day for throwing golden condoms into the crowd. Now, whoever caught it, male or female, was taken backstage to have a bit of "How's your father" with the bandmates, with the band. How about that? Rock Bitch. Check them out.
Uh-huh.
Check them out. Go and watch them. You never know, Neil. It's like catching a bouquet at a wedding.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, John, I went to a funeral. I didn't caught the reef. Anyway, I've done another one as well, John.
Oh.
I've done it for our Loza, Laurie and Jones,
the Ghost Writer.
the Ghost Rat.
House Haunts.
Love you, Loza. And it was like this, John.
Well,
It was Marty Wilder. Nothing's gonna break my stride.
yeah. Nothing's gonna break my stride.
Stride.
Oh no.
It
Okay, go for it with Laurie and Jones.
went like this. My friend Lorian has the strangest dreams. She saw a ghost behind her. She screamed and tried to hide her, but that thing brought her right down to her knees.
Gotta warn you back up.
Oh yeah, that thing brought her right down to her knees.
Go for it.
When she saw, when she woke up, she said, "What could that mean?" She said, "Ain't no one gonna break my stride. Nobody's gonna put me down. Oh no, I got to keep on writing." That's what it went like.
Beautiful.
I know. People, what the
copyright? What the shit is this?
Copyright.
What shit is this?
Nah, I don't like doing. I like making up songs. You know what I mean?
Neil, met Weirdo Yankovic.
A
A
millionaire.
millionaire, Neil.
Yeah.
It's a bit better than y'all, like, but you know, you
Don't
get,
you what?
you get in there.
I'm growing a moustache. I'm fucking frilly hair. I am.
Imagine him with a white afro.
I'll be now.
We're talking about Laurie and Jones, Neil. And ALS Haunts, and obviously paralytic activities. We like to have a little bit and go to these haunted pubs. And so does Lorian and Kev Care, you know, like all that kind
I'm
of stuff.
thinking of one for Kev, but I can't think.
The tide is turning, Neil.
I ain't going to do that one, John.
No, more people are now thinking, what else can we do within the paranormal? Before you know it, everybody be doing fucking haunted pub crawls.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. But anyway, did you know, talking about alcohol, by the way, people, during Prohibition, 1922 to 1933, Neil, Prohibition, moonshiners, which are people who made the moonshine, the alcoholic drink.
Oh, if we were talking about like King Frat hanging your arse out the window.
That's mooning, Neil.
Oh, was it?
That's mooning. Moonshiners, do you know they used to use cow shoes? So basically, they made devices they attached to their feet to mimic cow hoof prints to evade police by disguising their human footprints.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, so they had like hooves on the feet, on their shoes, the glued hooves onto their brogues and loafers and brothel creepers.
Tell you what, John.
And so they could walk around, but it looked like a cow's been walking around.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you go, oh, there's no moonshiners in here. No one's making no liquor. Imagine that, nearly in 1922. That alcohol was banned. 22 to 33.
What?
11 years. I have no idea, Neil. They have no idea. So that's why people used to make their own. And that's where, moonshine came from. So they used to put, mimic their foot so that they wouldn't know there was in a shed somewhere in the woods making this moonshine.
Yeah, that used to have like the westerns and that. Moonshine. In the bars and that.
No, that was whiskey.
And westerns as well, moonshine.
Might have done.
Shooting Back to the Future.
I don't know.
You ain't seen the third one, have you?
I've seen it, Neil, but I haven't really seen it, if you know what I mean. I have seen it. Of course I've seen it. Back to the Future. Fan bloody-tastic. Talking of fan bloody-tastic, Neil, as anybody who's listening and watching, I know he hasn't seen it, but has anybody watched Uncanny on BBC One? What was that? Well, I'm going to tell you all about it. There's a guy called Danny Robbins. He started doing a podcast a couple of years back, especially in lockdown, doing it from his shed, and it's called Uncanny. And now it's made itself on. This is series 2, by the way. Basically, he interviews people who tell them their ghost stories, and he kind of recreates it by doing footage, and then tries to debunk it by doing experiments and stuff like that. It is bloody fantastic. I love it because there's a skeptic side and there's a believer side. Kieran O'Keefe's on there, and so is Evelyn Hollow. Obviously, Kieran O'Keefe, everybody knows who he is. He's a massive skeptic. Massive. He doesn't believe in ghosts. He believes in something. He doesn't believe in anything. He's always got a scientific answer to any paranormal activity. So I was watching one the other day, Neil, and the one was called The Shadow Man. And this guy, after his mum had passed away, he kept seeing this 7-foot shadow man in his garden. And then he'd get closer to the window. Every so often he'd see it be a bit closer. And then he'd hear something hitting the window, and he'd open the window and he'd see the shadow man in the garden. He'd see it down the cemetery. Now, the good thing about this story is the fact that 4 people have also saw the same thing when they was with this guy who said he was seeing it. So they was down messing around down by the graveyard, and they all saw the shadow man, all of them. And they all come on and witnessed and testified that, it's real. We actually did see this. And other people came through email saying, yeah, we've also seen it. I think the place is called Crofton, Neil. So I was watching it. Very good. Excellent program. Please watch it. It's the real deal. It's real. It's not fake like all the fake shit you watch. Out My House is Haunted, bollocks. Most Haunted, bollocks. Ghost Adventures, bollocks. That's all bollocks. This is the real deal. Uncanny, hopefully, is going to start waking people up to the paranormal.
I don't think it will, John.
Neil, it will. It's getting there. And it's getting there. And the reason I'm saying it is because I watched it and I fell asleep. I woke up in the middle of the night. I opened my eyes, Neil, and I screamed. Gemma! She went, what? There was a shadow man in my bedroom.
Whatever.
Neil, there was. For a split second, I thought the fucking shadow man off the telly was in my bedroom. And then obviously I realised it was my bastard dressing gown hanging up.
Okay, man.
Hanging up. But Neil, it was a perfect shape. Because my cap was underneath it. My cap was underneath it. So it looked like a head and shoulders.
It was a perfect shape with your leg on it.
But yeah, fucking shit. I was on panic attack, Neil.
Yeah.
I thought the fucking shadow man was coming for me. I really did. But yeah, go and check out Uncanny, because, like I say, it's changing the face of paranormal viewing, in my opinion. Now, talking of paranormal viewing, Neil, right? I want to get your verdict on this, because I don't watch paranormal videos anymore. I maybe watch Nuke's Top 5 if there's nothing else on, because they're all bullshit as well. I watch some debunker channels. Obviously, Beardo Gets Scared, we've had on the show. Top bloke. Side Eye Guy, I watch him. I watch The Shout now and again. That's about. Anyway, what I'm getting at is they debunk all these YouTube channels who are getting thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of views. Yeah, but most of their content, Neil, the content is fake, and they debunking the fakeness. Yeah, and it got me thinking. And I was talking to my brother-in-law, who, by the way, is a fantastic paranormal investigator. his knowledge of the paranormal stretches way farther than mine and Neil's. He knows everything. He's like, he's like a professor of the paranormal, Russ. And I was talking to him about it. And I goes, what are your thoughts, right, on debunkers and fake channels on YouTube? Now, what I'm getting at is debunkers debunk fake channels, ghost videos, things what happen, things what move on their own. They debunk them, Neil, through editing and, you know, that's AI or it's masking or overlaying or whatever. But I thought to myself, well, without these fake channels and these ghost channels, paranormal investigators who claim all this shit is happening, but it's really not, and they're debunking it, well, there'd be no room for debunker channels. So basically, they go hand in hand. They're yin and yang, aren't they? Without the fake channels, there'd be no debunking channels. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they're working side by side. The more people who are putting fake content out there, the more debunker videos there's going to be. And there's more debunkers coming onto YouTube and stuff like that. So, you know, they work hand in hand, don't they? Don't you think?
Yeah, they. You know, it's a bit like everything, eh?
It is.
Well, no crime, there'll be no place.
This is very true. This is very true. But like you say, I was saying to myself, I was talking to the wife the other day, was watching the Uncanny program, and it was an haunted cellar. Haunted antique shop, and the owner said she saw a man. Obviously, there's no one there because she was locking up, coming down the stairs, and then just carried on through the floor. Yeah, and so the trying to work out what it was it real, this, that, and the other. But they found that there was stairs underneath the floor. So that figure is walking down the stairs, and obviously back in the day when the other stairs were there and the floor weren't there, it just carried on and disappeared through the floor. So that was a recording, don't you think? That is kind of not an intelligent spirit; it's residual. It's a residual ghost. So is that a ghost, Neil?
Yeah.
Is it a ghost?
Well, what is it?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
So if you've seen that, yeah,
and
it went through the floor, would you say, "Oh, I've seen a ghost"?
Well, I looked up the what does the word ghost mean? And the word ghost means the soul of a dead person coming back. Well, that wasn't a soul of a dead person. It was a recording. You know, people going about the stone tape theory that bricks and that can actually record stuff. That's why you see a lot of people see like spirits in castles and shit like that because of the silica in the bricks. You know, silicon recording. Is that a ghost?
Yeah.
Is it? I say I'm not. Is it a ghost? Is a recording a residual ghost? What's not intelligent, it just goes through its day-to-day business at a certain time of the year, just walks through the wall and doesn't even make eye contact with you because you don't even know you're there. That's a recording. Is that a ghost?
Yeah, I'd say it was.
Okay. The debate is out there, people. The debate is out there. What do you think? Leave a comment because I'm on the fence with this one. Because a ghost is supposed to be, the word ghost is the soul of a dead person coming back. Well, if it's a recording, it's not a soul, is it? It's a recording from the past, and it's not making any contact with you at all. So there you go. That's a good question. That got me thinking. There.
Yeah. Really good.
And while I was watching it, Neil, I was telling Neil today, synchronicity. I believe everyone has synchronicity at certain times of the year. Well, I've had three in 2 days. The one when I was watching Uncanny, I paused it at the bit where the guy's coming down into the cellar. And I said, right then, I had a word with the wife, what's a ghost, blah, blah, blah. And then we talked about, do you know the most famous ghost story happened at the treasurer's house in York, where this bloke was in a cellar under the treasurer's house, and he was doing some electrics or whatever he was doing, it's up a ladder, and then all of a sudden he heard a horn or a bugle or whatever it was, and a Roman army came through the wall and disappeared through the other wall. And I was telling Gemma this, and Richard Felix even said it's probably the best ghost story he's ever heard. I pressed play on Uncanny. Straight away, Danny Robbins goes, so the haunting in the antique shop sounds exactly like the most famous haunting what happened in York, the treasurer's house. And I went, bloody hell. That is uncanny. That is uncanny. So that was synchronicity one. My other synchronicity happened. Anybody remember the show Supernatural? Neil doesn't, but the wife watches it all the time. Yeah. Dean Winchester, Sam Winchester, and there's another character who's an angel called Castiel. Right. TikTok came on my phone with Dean Winchester shouting to Sam Winchester, and then Sam Winchester shouted to Castiel, "We need to get back together. We've got something else going on." Well, Dean Winchester, who's played by Jensen Ackles or Ankles or whatever it is in the show The Boys on Amazon Prime. Now, so Sam's going to join him on The Boys, and now Castiel's going to join him on The Boys. So now all the main characters out of the TV show Supernatural are now going to be in The Boys show. And as I was telling the wife, she's rubbing my knee because I got a bad knee. She was watching Supernatural on the telly, and next door, my daughter and her friends was colouring in the colouring books, and they was listening to High School Musical, and the song what was playing was "The Boys Are Back, the Boys Are Back," and I went, Jesus Christ, that's synchronicity number 2. And the third one now happened yesterday. Big announcement: 5 are getting back together.
Yes. Everybody get up, sing it.
Don't stop to the break of dawn. And yeah, so 5 are getting back together, and they're going to do a tour. And Gemma goes, "We've got to go. We've got to go." And can you give someone else? So Gemma's really excited. The wife's really excited. And what's fine. I walked into work. I was singing that song where he was just singing, wherever that was. What was he?
Yeah.
Keeping you away, Neil.
Everybody get up, sing it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, so
you down on
I walked into work singing it because it was stuck in my head, and I just said to the guy behind the counter in the restaurant, I goes, "How many breakfast you had this morning?" He went, 5. It's like that, like telling me 5, and I thought I was just singing 5, and they've got back together. Like, synchronicity number 3. How about bloody that, Neil?
No, John, the best synchronicity I've ever witnessed was with me and you. Remember? When you were sitting in this bar, and I went and got a paranormal ale, right? And we was about to do our script, were we?
I was going to.
Well, you were about to do the script,
yeah.
And the song on the radio on Alexa was "Just the Two of Us. We can make it if we try."
Neil,
can
I stop you there?
You and I.
There's been a lot of singing in this show, isn't there?
I know that, John. But as I put the can on the table, it says in the song, "Like castles in the sky." As I've put it on the table, down the side of the can, it was called "Castles in the Sky" in big letters.
Yeah.
Down the side of the can, just on the time I put it on the table.
And exactly as the part
as
of the
he
song
said
as
it.
well. I know, yeah.
I was like,
that's a coincidence. That's like a coincidence.
Oh,
like
right,
that.
it's a coincidence.
It's a coincidence, Neil. That's what that is.
Sake.
But it is, right? It's a coincidence.
It's a synchronicity.
All right. Coincidence. Neil, do you know you like a good milkshake, don't you?
Yes.
Right. It's time for this song. Flip the screen.
Yeah.
Now, flip the screen, Neil. Have a guess what I've gone and done while I've been on the sick with my knee.
I don't know.
I've started another channel.
Oh, flip the screen. Yeah, you have.
Flip the screen. The movie review channel. But it's not just movie reviews, Neil. It's all like comedy, shorts, and like just having a laugh with films. You know, I've done a couple of quizzes as well. It's growing. Let's just say that it's growing. But my first review, Neil, was Wolfman 2025. Have you watched it? No.
I've never seen The Wolfman.
You've never saw The Wolfman?
No.
Well, it's not The Wolfman, the Lon Chaney Jr. one, and it's definitely not Wolf, starring Jack Nicholson. And it's out the Wolfman, what starred Benicio del Toro, which is about 2013 maybe. This is a new Wolfman, Neil. Basically, you're watching a guy turn into a wolf for an hour. Basically, do you know, in an American Werewolf?
Yeah.
You know, David, he's getting the full moon's out and he changes.
Yeah.
But this Wolfman, he don't need a full moon. He pisses around in the day. It's like they saw the Wolfman in the woods in the day, pissing around, playing hide and seek behind the trees. and stuff like that. So we didn't need a full moon. But when this guy, the main character, gets scratched by something in the woods, which is obviously the old Wolfman, it takes him back the entire film for him to change. So basically, it's like watching a man die.
Right.
It's like watching a man die. Piss off. Sorry, there's a fly going past, and I'm sure it come out in Neil's wallet. So basically, he gets scratched, his wound gets infected, he starts spouting hairs from places he shouldn't, his teeth start falling out, his fingernails fall out, and he starts transforming into the Wolfman. And do you know, it's a different take on the Wolfman films. You know, because you watch any werewolf film, they change in seconds, don't they?
Yeah.
Or if it's Twilight, a millisecond. But you have some. I'm a wolf. You know. But this one is like an hour change. It's different. I'll give you that. And you know what? I don't think I give it the credit it deserves, because it's actually not that bad. It's quite good. It's a slow burner. Don't get me wrong. It could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot more gory. There's no jump scares, nothing like that. But it was set in a cabin in the woods. And it was very atmospheric. And do you know what? I gave it on Flip the Screen review. I think I give it 6.5. I think if I had a chance, I'd take that up to 7 out of 10. I would, because it's different and it's actually worth a watch, Neil. Actually worth a watch. You can watch it on the dodgy box. You can watch it on your dodgy box. Shh, don't tell. People might be listening. People won't be listening. So, yes, I'll please. If you got 5 minutes, go on YouTube. Type in a Flip the Screen. I did say screen, and subscribe and have a look at some of the little.
On the dodgy boxes.
and watch some of the content I've been putting out. And if you do that, you will do for me. Neil, that kind of wraps up everything I've got. Is there anything you want to add to this this episode? What we've just had? I don't basically chat like we did in the pub.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything you got to add?
Not really, John. I want to add that this beer is the worst I've ever had in my life.
Well, you're going to Bulgaria soon, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to Bulgaria, yeah.
He's going on holiday, people.
John, it was minus 17 last week. I wanted to top up my tan. You know what I mean?
You can't be wandering around in your ponners.
John, honestly, it'll be an experience for me, you know what I mean?
Please, don't get mauled by a bear.
Well, you just don't know what's going to happen there. You know what I mean? The journey continues for me, John.
It does.
You know,
it does.
If anybody's going to get mauled by a bear, it'll be me. You know what I mean?
This is very true.
So
now we're just going to wrap up, because the Brit Awards are in a minute.
Are they?
Yeah, and my daughter's there with a boyfriend. They're not performing, and they're not getting an award either. But they're there nonetheless. So anyway, normal videos and podcasts will resume in a couple of weeks. Obviously, Neil's yawning here because he's past his bedtime and needs his beauty sleep. So on that bombshell right there, Neil, we got a saying. Neil, can you tell everybody what our saying is, please?
I don't know, John. All you alien twitchers.
Oh, Alex!
All you alien twitchers.
This goes out to all you ghost catchers, your ghost catchers, your horror junkies, your cryptid stalkers, and you alien twitchers. If you are out investigating this weekend or next or whatever, and you don't get any spirits, Neil, just do what we do, Neil. What do?
We drink them instead.
We drink them instead. We will see you lot in a couple of weeks. Kenny G.